as far as impressions go, it's an intellectual activity, and towards the end, all of us are feeling slightly drained because it was exhausting and thought-provoking, pleased to say. It was interesting and intellectually very fulfilling. It touched our heart, and I think it touched our spirits also, because Sri Aurobindo's thoughts and Mother's thoughts are so overwhelming, so meaningful. It meant a lot to me personally. Each session was good. The whole topic is about the world crisis, or the world in its crisis, and we had multifaceted views in that, multifaceted topics in that, which was very interesting. It was not one sort of thing. There had a lot of variations in the whole melody. It's added pose to it. Each session ended with a question answer session, and in some cases, especially Larry's case, I think the question answer session was extremely very revealing, and we enjoyed it.
I have to say that my last really intellectual activity was maybe when I was in university, so about 20 years ago. I had in Italy, here and there, when I went back from living in India, I had always a contact with my first guru that was from a Kriya Yoga ashram, and he would make classes, but it was, let's say, not so intellectual in the sense to analyze something, to understand. It was more practical for sadhana. So what for me was a kind of, I was little like, oh, this is really something I did when I was in university. It reminded me of that period of life. And it was interesting also because many aspects of Aurobindo that I never really deep was about politics, for example. I really never read, I was never interested. And I liked very much Ananda's Reddy speech. It helped me a lot to understand better. And I tried to understand Suhas when Suhas was here, but somehow I was sharing with Belu my total incapacity in my brain to understand the human cycle. I tried many times to read it, nothing. It enters here, it goes there. It's blank, no reaction, no understanding. So I was like, for 1 hour, I was like, like this, looking at you, trying to make a sense. I'm sorry, I couldn't. It went on like this. And I like this sharing we had as a group, because I was a little scared because I passed so many years in another ashram and I had so many associations with so many yogis. I was a little scared of my multi-sided way of sadhana, and I found here such an opening. In Aurobindo I found so many times a closing, at least when I was in Aurobindo. People were kind of aggressive because I was with other yogis. And here I found so much an opening, and it helped me because I went to other yogis in the spirit of integral yoga. I wanted to understand the different path in order to understand better Aurobindo. It took me 20 years, but finally I understood it better. So I found this spirit, and I was so happy to see Mother Blessing upstairs, because I remember I read somewhere, I think it was Mother Agenda, that Mother spoke of the University of Tomorrow. I remember that she spoke about it and she wanted. And when Suhas told we are about 50, 60 students, the Divine Mother had the project she wanted, and out of humanity, 7 billion people know that? So only 50 or 60 were in this, something of tomorrow. It's so inspiring, isn't it? No?
I can speak now. It's always great. My impression of the symposium, always very good. I'm actually not so often coming here, but I meet you people and I'm online and I'm working. So it is a place where I have always good inner experience. So my personal experience of the presence is very strong here in SACAR. When Ananda Reddy had his lecture, it sorted out all my misunderstanding or missing chains in my understanding of the subject. You know, it gave me such, that's why it is like that and it is like that. Even I cannot repeat what it was, but I shared this letter. And I told them it was such a good, necessary talk of yours to me personally, you know. And Symposium was organized very well. Bello, I'm very grateful that you are such a dynamic force here. You are making, because Sri Aurobindo is dynamic force, so it cannot just be intellectually working, which is also very necessary, as you said. But to have a different session, to feel each other, you know, this is also the purpose. In spite it is academic institution, you know, and it's studies, but what Sri Aurobindo is, it's not only the academic thing, right? I'm always questioning myself. It should be all together. It is the action, right, what we have to do. And it's beautiful what you propose of the drawing, of the garden, you know. It is experience within ourselves, and I thought, I'm gonna faint, you know, after this all flowers and forces in my heart, and Savitri would later read, you know, and it was overwhelming. So I'm very thankful for this, all what you prepared, and for your work, and for your being, and for your effort. And we search for one thing all together. We're still in the past, all of us. So for me, psychological thing and experience is much more kind of important than the rest, than philosophical approach and all this academic achievements. I have very, very good experience, and conditions are very good, and food is very good, and I thanks to you guys, to everybody. And you visit also Aurobindo. You came to my house, like my guests. I'm very happy to have you. Thank you very much.
I feel very honored to be a part of this symposium, because there are certain things which I think I shared with Gauri last night, because I think I'm not an educationist or really eager to have to attend the educational symposium. And when I started my course, I saw I have to attend one symposium at least for my MPhil program. So when I decided to join this program, I was really actually frightened to how can I cope up with 6 days with the symposium. It's beyond my capabilities and capacities. But I don't know how. I think the grace of Sri Aurobindo and Mother, I think I'm able to participate totally at the best I can. And I think another 6 days will not be a very, difficult for me to attend. So this kind of feeling I received, I think it states everything what I feel about the symposium. So it's my all best wishes to SACAR family, and I think I'm becoming a member of the SACAR family.
This 7 days journey in SACAR is superb, it's marvelous, and it gave an opportunity to interact with people and to delve into Sri Aurobindo's philosophy to some extent. As far as my understanding goes, I have a long way to go, and it allows us to interact with people from different part of the countries, from abroad, and to share our views, and topics were very diverse. And it was a kind of requirement for us also to know about each other, and to know about our topics, to know about the studies. I'm very much thankful to SACAR, and our stay, food, accommodation, everything was good, and it was very homely. So we would love to come to SACAR in future also.
Namaskar. Being in Puducherry is something I can't explain, I can't express. I think all of you would be feeling it, because it is more a feeling than an expression through speech. At SACAR, I have always felt very connected because I saw this building coming up some, I think, 10, 11 years back, and it was AIM 2000. I was reminded of that meet during this symposium, that when I met Dr. Anand Reddy and Deepshikha Didi at Nainital, and the day of departure, when we all had a nice sharing session, a nice chanting of Shri Aurobindo, Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arvindaya. After that, when we were saying bye-bye to each other, I felt that maybe I'm not going to meet these people again. Never in my life, probably. So I was a bit emotional. And I never knew that I'll be meeting again and again. And that too, for my own enrichment, for my own self-development, through these seminars, through these symposium. It has been a very enriching experience, and to see SACAR now coming up with so many scholars, so many students, so many researchers, and also the faculty members, it gave me a very good feeling. I really felt that the way it has grown up, it will flourish more and more in the coming years, and certainly it will prove the purpose of being the university of tomorrow.
I wasn't really sure what I would share, because it's just been so positively overwhelming. So many things, it's almost like a very rich brainstorm of topics. So many speakers, meeting so many people, and all of our informal discussions at the meal time. So I didn't really know what exactly I would say. But focusing my mind, I think it's been a great opportunity to just reconnect with Sri Aurobindo in a conscious way and in a collective setting. I mean, it's one thing to be back home and read Sri Aurobindo on one's own, but I feel that when we are in a collective setting, the stimulation is so much more. The insights are coming from so many varied angles that it all actually enhances your own capabilities to access Sri Aurobindo, even though you're, handling the same material. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity of this environment and this setting of meeting like-minded people attuned to the same spirit. I've been talking to my parents almost every night, and every night I keep sharing with them that it's so amazing that I've met all these people with whom I can talk about Sri Aurobindo and who have so much to share. So that's been my highlight. Please smile. Another thing that I really want to appreciate is that, and I think maybe you are the force behind it, is that the combination of different kinds of activities really worked for me. There were sessions which were very, very intensely intellectual or mental, but there was also a lot of interaction. There were creative elements like different short movies and things like that. There was music, there was meditation, and I think that really helps in increasing our receptivity, because only one form of input can sort of dull the mind or exhaust us. So I really appreciated the format in which the whole thing was made, including site visits, the technical term, the site visits, like the visit to the Samadhi or the planned visit to Aurobindo Madhuri Mandir, and tomorrow the project that we'll be going for. It just keeps the energies flowing in an enthusiastic manner.
Before I went to India, someone told me, it will be a place that you go once and never go there. And someone told me, this is a place that you will come again and again. And I think I will come India again and again, because not only it's a very beautiful place, but also here is some nice persons, some friends. Of course, thank you all, and of course thanks to the SACAR. I think it's a great university which is full of honors and dreams. Thank you.